In the quaint town of Morrowsville, whispers of a chilling tale echoed through hushed conversations. At the end of Hollow Street stood an old, dilapidated house, its windows boarded up and its garden overgrown. But it wasn't the state of disrepair that kept the townsfolk away. It was the haunting melodies that emanated from within, especially on moonless nights. Elders spoke of the house's dark history, of a cursed artifact that once belonged to a traveling musician. This artifact, a music box, was said to play tunes that tugged at one's very soul, compelling them to enter the house, never to be seen again. As years passed, many had tried to investigate the house, hoping to put the rumors to rest. But those who ventured in were lost to the haunting call, their voices joining the eerie chorus that echoed through Hollow Street. One evening, a journalist named Clara, known for her skepticism, decided to uncover the truth. Armed with her recorder and a flashlight, she approached the house, determined to debunk the urban legend. But as she stepped onto the porch, the faint sound of a melancholic tune reached her ears, sending shivers down her spine. Inside the house, the atmosphere was thick with age and neglect. Dust motes danced in the beams of Clara's flashlight, revealing faded wallpapers and portraits of unfamiliar faces, their eyes seemingly following her every move. The haunting melody grew louder, guiding her towards a grand hall at the center of the house. In the middle of the hall stood a pedestal, and atop it, the infamous music box. Its intricate design and shimmering surface seemed out of place amidst the decay. As Clara approached, the lid slowly opened, revealing a spinning ballerina, its dance synchronized with the melancholic tune. Compelled by a force she couldn't resist, Clara reached out to touch the music box. The moment her fingers brushed its surface, a flood of memories washed over her. Scenes of joy, sorrow, love and despair from the lives of those who had been lured by the music box played before her eyes. Shaken, Clara pulled away, realizing the true nature of the artifact. It didn't just lure individuals, it absorbed their very essence, their memories and emotions, trapping them in an endless loop of their most potent moments. Determined to break the curse, Clara began searching the house for clues, hoping to find a way to free the trapped souls and put an end to the haunting call of Hollow Street. The deeper Clara ventured into the house, the more distorted and surreal her surroundings became. Rooms seemed to stretch and contract, and hallways twisted into impossible shapes. The weight of countless memories pressed down on her, but her resolve remained unshaken. In a room filled with mirrors, Clara encountered reflections of those who had been ensnared by the music box. They reached out, their expressions pleading, their voices a cacophony of whispered tales and regrets. Among them, Clara recognized a face from her childhood, her grandmother who had disappeared without a trace many years ago. A diary lay on a table in the center of the room. It belonged to the traveling musician, the original owner of the cursed artifact. The entries spoke of his love for a dancer whose life was tragically cut short. In his grief, he had crafted the music box in her likeness, pouring all his emotions and memories into it, unintentionally creating a trap for souls. With newfound understanding, Clara realized that the key to breaking the curse lay in reuniting the musician's spirit with his lost love. She set out to find the resting place of the dancer, hoping it would lead her to the solution she sought. Beneath the house, Clara discovered a hidden chamber, its entrance guarded by an ornate door adorned with symbols of dance and music. Pushing it open, she stepped into a vast ballroom, its grandeur a stark contrast to the decay above. Crystal chandeliers hung from the ceiling, casting a soft glow over the room. At the center of the ballroom stood a statue of a dancer, poised mid-movement, her expression one of eternal longing. Clara felt an overwhelming sense of sadness emanating from the statue, the trapped essence of the musician's lost love. As Clara approached, the music box's tune began to resonate throughout the ballroom. The statue started to shimmer, and from it emerged the spirit of the dancer. She danced gracefully, her movements echoing the pain of separation and the hope of reunion. From the shadows, the spirit of the traveling musician appeared, drawn to the ballroom by the music and the presence of his beloved. The two spirits danced together, their movements telling a story of love, loss, and longing. As their dance reached its climax, the music box's tune grew fainter until it stopped altogether. The spirits of the musician and the dancer merged into a single radiant entity before dissipating, leaving behind an atmosphere of peace and serenity. With the curse lifted, the oppressive atmosphere of the house began to dissipate. The walls, once decayed and peeling, seemed to regain some of their former luster. The haunting melodies that once echoed through Hollow Street were replaced by a serene silence. Clara, feeling an immense weight lifted from her shoulders, made her way to the exit. As she stepped out, the first light of dawn painted the horizon, casting the house in a golden hue. The once feared structure now stood as a testament to the power of love and the resilience of the human spirit. Returning to Morrowsville, Clara shared her findings, ensuring that the house on Hollow Street was preserved as a historical site. The tales of its haunting were replaced with stories of its redemption, and it became a place of pilgrimage for those seeking hope and inspiration. The music box, its curse broken, was placed in the town's museum, a reminder of the past and the sacrifices made to ensure a brighter future. And as for Clara, her brave endeavor earned her respect and admiration. But more importantly, it gave her a deeper understanding of the ties that bind us, the memories that shape us, and the love that can transcend even the boundaries of life and death.